If you like this video, please click like, share it, subscribe, buttons down there. And if you want coaching with me in Nottingham or online, all the information is in the bio. Are you doing all right? So there's been a bit of beef in the snooker coaching world, or YouTubing. Sean Murphy has called me out. Right? What? Right? You may have heard of him. So anyway, he says that the middle of the white exists. Here's my response. So, does the middle of the white exist? Well, spoiler alert, yes it does. Of course it exists. Of course it's got a middle. The closest point to you is the middle. I just feel there's a lot of literally minded people in the snooker world, Sean being one of them. But what am I babbling on about when I talk about the middle of the white don't exist? The point I'm trying to make is the middle is such a small target, like tiny. It's like, you know, very close to you. So people are going down rabbit holes with this coaching. I've been finding this out, of trying to hit it all the time. But what I'm saying is you don't need to hit it that often. I mean, you admit, on your, Sean, on your video that you only hit the middle on straight shots. With your cut shots, right and left, which are most shots in the game, you'll be hitting trace of right and trace of left, depending on where the object ball's going. So you admit that, which is right, and I've been banging that drum as loud as I can all the time. But what I've found in this coaching world, and it's fascinating me, you've got people out there being told to hit the middle all the time. Now, to be fair, Sean, you're not a bad cueist. Fair to middling, I'll give you that, right? And your video actually proves my point. You play a series of about 12, I don't know, off the top of my head, 12 shots, and you do the up and down the spots, which I'm going to try in a minute. You do the stunning the red into the middle, and I think you do up, that's it, you try and hit the blue, come back it, I think. Anyway, right? And you only actually hit the middle once, right? And you are you, right? Not bad, right? So amateurs, being amateurs, who the mere mortals are, they're being told to hit the middle, and it's incredibly hard for them to do. So what I'm saying is, and like I say, you admit that you put a tracer left and right on your cut shots, find your tracer left and right and don't try and hit the middle, because there's information out there, channels, coaching saying, hit the middle until you can make 50. No. Whatever level you're playing, you want to find out where those spots are so you can play your cut shots with the correct side, because it makes that bullseye bigger. There's a video on my channel to explain why that is. But anyway, that is what that's why we do it. As you say, you admit that you do that. But like I say, I'm only saying the middle of the white don't exist because it's so small and you don't want to hit it anyway. So I'm going to try this shot now. Right, I'm going to try it in the middle. Now Neil put on Twitter, whatever they call it now, the other day. He sent me it as well because I weren't allowed to look, about him hitting the middle. He says it was his first time. Right, went with the first fib. Right, let's try it. So I'm going to try it up and down. Hit it quite hard. Big test this is. I've even coloured the spots in, right? Where I know where I'm aiming, right? Here we go. Found it. You also played this shot to find the middle. You stun this in and hopefully getting the white to just stop dead. And then if it's not rotating, it doesn't move, you've hit the middle, absolutely. You've aimed it correctly, right? But like I said, it's very small, that, and you failed on this shot, you know, which is nothing to be embarrassed about. It's really hard. But I talk about helping side a lot. Dog with a bone, I know I am. If you ever come and see me, then I will, I do a routine showing you the benefits of why you need to do it and why you need to avoid not doing it, right? And like I say, I show you. It's not snake oil. You see it in front of you. But one of the reasons, of the many reasons you would use it, is that yes, if you keep catching the middle every time, right, then yeah, you could make a case for it. But like we've seen, right, even Sean will struggle to do it. So you will find left and right. So when players use it, if they know, if they know they're a little bit right of middle, they know the white's only going to go that way off the Q-tip. But we're talking tiny bits of side. It's not a lot. You know, you probably, you know, after a while, you won't even sense any deflection. That's just the way you'll hit it. But you're always, because if you're hitting the middle, you're gambling going left or right. Obviously, if you butcher it, no good. But you will aim on the right and left and learn how to play that shot with that trace of side, whether it's left or right. So after the success of that one, I'm going to try and hit the middle again. Before I do it, it's really bizarre, right, how much people are being told to hit the middle. I've had actually nasty emails, right? One guy called me irresponsible for telling beginners to hit a trace of side. I mean, it's only snooker, right? So I'm going to try it in the middle again, see how we go, yeah? Because the last one was tremendous. See, what's that told me there? White went right a little bit, and he had that must mean, and the white was rotating that way, so I had a trace of left on it there. So I've hit left of middle, innit? And it's deflected. Or is me aiming? We don't know. That's one of the reasons some of these tests I don't think always give you, it don't exactly tell you why, because you see that little trace of left on it. Now that could have been deflection, or I could have aimed it right middle and still had the trace of left in. We don't know, do we? So this is why a lot of these tests are all right, but in my opinion, I don't feel like they're helping that much because, well, the red still went in, so that's all I'm bothered about. So again, do you want to find the middle? Does it matter? It's not that bothered. So there you go. The truth is out. Yes, it does exist. The point I'm trying to make is it's a very, very small target, and when you're playing snooker, you need it very rarely, very rarely. So yeah, you're probably best finding right and left and using the middle when you need it, which is very, very, very rare. Please comment below. See you soon, Sean.